Calm, relaxing, quiet. Clean with me after dark. Hi everyone. Welcome if you're new, or welcome back if you've been with us for a while. My little family has just gone through one of the hardest weeks of our life. We're all overwhelmed, hurting, and not entirely sure what comes next. So I decided to welcome you into our home for a calm, satisfying nighttime clean with me. I find solace and comfort in cleaning, and while I'm not a night person, I do love the quiet peace that comes with everyone settling in to rest. I'd love to know how your week has gone if you're willing to share in the comments below. I'm starting off picking up the living room and folding a basket of laundry. We have an L-shaped light beige sectional and a large matching ottoman sitting in front of it right now. I set the basket on the ottoman and am making a pile of folded clothes for my husband and I, and our youngest kiddo. We hang up all of our shirts, so I make a pile of those on the back of the couch. Despite my dislike of putting away clothes, I did put these away. Devin and I are a team, and when we face hardship, we show up for one another. Sometimes that's big and obvious. Sometimes it's little things, like putting away clothes so that he doesn't have to, even though I don't like the task. As I fold the clothes here, Mocha, our silver beige standard poodle, has his head stuck in the dog's toy basket. It's a tan round basket with a white paw print on it. He would tell you it's his toy basket, and he regularly steals toys from Figaro and puts them back in the basket. He has a very fluffy tail right now that we call his duster tail, because it very closely resembles an old school feather duster. He's wagging his tail as he looks through his toys. As I finish folding the clothes, I put them in the basket to put away later. There were 3 dryer balls in with the clothes, so I will take those back to the dryer. Random side note, I've tried several different styles and materials of dryer balls. Our favorite from a cuteness perspective were the hedgehogs, but they didn't hold up very well. These have been my favorite over the years for quality and longevity. This basket of clothes included a set of sheets. I gave up on folding fitted sheets in any particular way years ago. In the past, I really wanted to learn how to make a fitted sheet look pretty when folded. Now, the fitted sheet could stay unfolded for all I care. It's a necessary evil, and life is too short to perfect fitted sheets.
You tell me you're scared.
After the sheets, I folded the blue throw blanket our kiddo always uses and put it in the ottoman. I picked up my laptop and hard drive off the couch and set it on top of the fireplace mantle. I went through and fluffed and replaced our 3 blue throw pillows.
What you think? And I know it's hard.
While I was doing that, Mocha must have had too much water to drink too quickly because he sounded like he was going to throw up on the carpet, and I was like, please no. Any of you pet parents know how that is. He did not throw up, thank goodness.
Don't throw up. Please don't throw up. Are you okay? Did you drink too much water too fast? Come here. You okay? Okay? Boy, geek. Alright. Dryer balls.
After moving the clothes basket to the bottom of the stairs, I went to wipe off the kitchen table. I used Dawn Power Wash spray, which I find I like, but I need to use it sparingly, or else I have to wipe off the surface at least twice because of all the foam. I wiped it twice here, just to make sure I got all the soap off the table. At this point, it was around 9 o'clock, I think, which is well past Mocha's bedtime, and about the time that Figaro is used to getting cuddles with Devin. So I did last relief with them, after which Mocha promptly ran upstairs to claim our bed.
Alright, let's go outside.
This shows me following the dogs downstairs to the patio door where they go outside.
Good boy. Look at how dirty that window is.
First, Figaro went out.
Ready, go.
Then Mocha went out. Then Figaro came in for some attention.
Cold. It's pretty chilly outside tonight, huh? Oh, Snurfle. Yeah. What's your ear?
upstairs.
Okay, let's go.
We refer to it as his big boy bed because he totally claims it as his own, and if we don't know where he is, he will likely be found on our bed. I moved to the kitchen to take care of putting away clean dishes from our drying rack and wash the 2 pans from dinner. The dishwasher was already running. Since I only had the 2 pans, I just hand washed each individually. I typically will fill the sink with water, and if I have sharp knives, I'll keep those out until I'm ready to do the knives specifically.
Wherever you're going, I'm going too. I'll follow you through the black and the blue. Whatever the mountain, we'll climb to the next. Honey, I'm with you through life and to death. Honey, I'm with you through life and to death.
Next, I move on to wiping down our sink with a Scrub Daddy sponge and our counters with a dishcloth. Our counters are black granite. Devin says if we ever change them or buy a different house, it will have quartz countertops for easier care and maintenance. I'm completely supportive of that. As I work across the counters, to the right of our sink is a small green compost bin for our food waste. I wish we could figure out another place for it not on the counter, but we haven't yet. To the right of that is an Ember coffee mug, Nespresso machine, and a 3-tier drawer for the Nespresso pods. On top of the Nespresso pod drawer, one of Toad's water bottles sits waiting for me to put it away. It's covered with a variety of stickers. Next, I move to the left of our stove. There's a small corner here with our knife block, some bananas, a clear bin of chocolates, and a cookbook. The rest of the counter from this corner on is clear except for a succulent planter we received as a gift. I love clear countertops. Okay, I know most of this has not been super messy, but our stovetop, likely because I'm the one who's been cooking, is gross. It was going to take some elbow grease. We have a gas stovetop, so it's a bit of a process. First, I remove the grates, then the burner caps, the flat round black piece on our stove, then the burners themselves, the gray metal pieces under the burner covers on our stovetop. Of these pieces, I only clean the grates and the burner covers, the black flat pieces, during a regular maintenance clean. I only clean the gray pieces as needed if something manages to get on them. I set the grates on a towel next to the stove on the counter. Mine stack on top of one another. I set the gray burner pieces on a separate towel to the left of the grates. I set them in the same order they're in on the stovetop so that it's easy to put them back. I place the burner covers in a sink of Dawn dish soap and water, and I spray the stovetop with my cleaner. In this case, Dawn Power Wash Spray again. Probably a mistake because I hate the level of foam it makes, but our stovetop was so gross I hoped it would break the mess down. After letting that dwell a bit, I scrubbed with a Scrub Daddy sponge and then wiped off soap with a dishcloth. I then went back in with my washcloth and felt the stovetop with my hands. Our stovetop is a shiny material. I love it because it's easy to tell whether it's dirty or clean by feel. I feel the same way about tile in bathrooms. A glossy surface is my top preference, followed by smooth tile. Anything textured, and it's so difficult for me to tell whether I've actually gotten it clean or not. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the stovetop cleaning process for you because it felt like it took an absolute eternity for me. Before the dogs get their way and I head to bed, I wanted to share a little bit more about myself in case any of you are new here. I'm Nicole, my husband is Devin, and we have 2 amazing kids. One who's technically an adult, ages 20 and 13. Devin and I were high school sweethearts, and then during college we went our own ways for a good chunk of time. Going through divorce, for me, lots of life lessons for both of us, and the gift of my oldest through my first marriage. We found our way back to one another first as friends, and eventually as more. We have 2 dogs, Figaro, my guide dog, and Mocha, our pet standard poodle. I hope you'll join us as we share more of our life and journey. Thank you for being here and for joining me during a quiet, slow, calm nighttime clean with me as I send my own immense emotions into my cleaning. Right now I'm focusing on posting one long video on Sundays. I'm also posting short videos multiple times a week on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at The Blind Mom Next Door.
Gonna be okay. Calm your soul. Hold my hand. Don't let go.
I hope that you've had a good week, that life is treating you kindly, and if this week has been hard for you also, if it's been one of the worst weeks of your life, give yourself grace, know that you're not alone, and take it one day, 1 hour, 1 minute at a time. You're gonna be okay.
It's over now, so don't despair.
Figgy, you ready to go bed? You ready to go up to bed? I know you're sad Papa's not here.
Okay, the sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. Before the blue skies wait.
This part of the video just shows me following Figaro up the stairs. When I get into my bedroom, I find out that Mocha is sprawled out across the bed with his head on my pillow.
Guess I gotta get my pillow from this poodle.
Cold. It's pretty chilly outside tonight, huh? Whoa, snurfle. Yeah. What's your ear?
Until next time.